7 of the NFL, where Mexico City will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Dolphins and the Black Knights under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL's taking on the Black Knights of Mexico City. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
The numbers for Diggs from a week ago. 5 catches, 66 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you look at this defense, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete, 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll be brought down, losing losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. Dancing to his left. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
First down, here's White. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Rashad White, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense.
There he goes left side. Breece Hall. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Breece Hall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down.
Off play action, Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throws on target to Duvernay. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
They give to White on the option. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Richardson working from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Richardson's throw complete here to Waller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this returnable for Hill. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the 2nd quarter, Mexico City in possession. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this one completed. And he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Now Stroud.
It's complete to Diggs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
This now a 3rd and 4. Stroud working out of the gun.
And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They stay on the ground with White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They run straight ahead here with White. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Mexico City, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more.
Left side, and he's got him in. That's 4th.
Whistle foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. White is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They find themselves 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. And he is caught. Gets through, and now an opening. Stephon Diggs. He may go. Stephon Diggs. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Richardson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Aluakin.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. Pass complete, George Pickens with it.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing left side, it's complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Kyler Murray, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Aaron Rodgers, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, our friend Alan Roach can't wait for this one. The Niners and Vikings from Minnesota at 8:15 Eastern Time. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On first down, Richardson.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now Richardson.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
at the 48-yard line.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Now a second and 10. Richardson to throw off play action.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Breaking through to drop him, that's Perrion Winfrey.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
On first down, here's Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here now a third down and 8. Throwing now is Stroud.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 23.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Pickens pulls it in. What a play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Hall on a give up the middle. Oh, the spin. Hall has it knocked loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. In motion. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
A give running right is Hall.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Up from his safety spot to charge in and make the play, landed Collins. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
On second down, a run with Hall.
They juked him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. These guys running back out of the backfield.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Stroud.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Richardson to the air on first down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Gets the check down throw to White.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Here is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
3-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 42-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 38-yard line.
Anthony Jennings
able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Stroud.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10.
Cam Taylor-Britt on the coverage.
Now it's Richardson. Open man is Duvernay. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Mexico City, first down.
On first down, Richardson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. A big play there. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. And he fends him off. And shutting him off. Now open field. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down. Here's Richardson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Touchdown! Sam Laporta, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Black Knights go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Richardson will throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Richardson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 47-yard line.
On the give, it's White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Here's Richardson to throw.
It's caught. This is White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 47-yard line.
Richardson.
Into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Here's Richardson.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
And he's brought down.
Well, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Anthony Richardson. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Black Knights have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Now that was an impressive drive. But I think we're going to talk about being way more impressive because of who led them. A rookie quarterback in that spot, putting his team in front, that's big league.
They'll try and run it here. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Phillips. He's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
So the Dolphins now down by 1. Less than 90 seconds to go. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Stroud to throw it.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Now Stroud.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Mexico City, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching